It is the devil. So what is the epitome of good?
But does a
It
devil
has to be God.
exist?
Exactly, but if they are giving you the narrative, then you have to try and ask yourself, wait a minute, how did they come to the idea of the devil if there wasn't a God?
In Germany, there's the new thing is. Oh, wait a minute, my family.
Oh, they're here. Yeah, so
We tend to say there is no devil in Germany. The tendency is there is no devil.
right, that's understandable. But you
is
see,
there?
yeah, the question then therefore arises, where can we get information about what we cannot see?
And what's the answer?
It has to be the creator. Logically speaking, let's put it this way. Germany, you come from Germany?
I look.
Don't worry, you look fantastic. Don't worry about it. By the way, I'm Shabir.
Yeah.
You are? My name is Shabir. You are? What is your name?
Your name is
Shabir.
Shabir.
Yeah.
Anna is more simple.
Right. Germany is known for a make of car, the Mercedes-Benz.
Yes.
It's German.
And BMW.
And BMW will
Yes.
put aside, but
No, that's ours. I'm from Bavaria.
Oh, yeah, of course. Right. But if you look at the BMW, for example,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
these are very expensive cars. Why? Because they are made at a very high engineering level. Yeah, they aren't like normal cars. They are very expensive cars. Okay. Now, if I wanted to know what the difference is between a Mercedes and a normal vehicle, who would I ask?
Germany.
I would ask the experts, who know. The problem is that every human being has a limit beyond which he cannot go or she cannot go.
Yes.
And so whatever a human
What
being...
does he want to do with the thing?
No, he's just taking video.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So what happens here is that every human being has a limit. We are all going to die one day. Yeah?
Yes.
So we can't claim to know everything.
Yes.
No human being can.
Yeah.
But if, and it's a big if there is a creator and the creator provides the information, then we are in a position to be able to fully understand things like the devil. Does a devil exist? Does he not exist? But the question before that has to be, okay, the very idea of the devil had to come from somewhere. Even if it was a byproduct of human imagination, yes, it had to have some sort of background.
Yes.
It isn't a question of the human being just waking up one day and thinking, devil. No, it can't be like that.
It could be a byproduct of human thinking.
But it has to be based on previous experience. And what would that be?
But people can't see anything.
True.
Only, as he says, we can see nature, and that's the only thing.
That is true.
And prayer helps. This is the other thing.
Now, when you say prayer helps, how do you know it helps?
I pray, and
But-
for me, for me, it
Yeah.
has helped. But there are many people who say, if there is a God, why does he do things which I don't understand? Why do people suffer?
Right, yeah.
And then you can't answer.
Well, actually-
it's difficult to answer.
Actually, it's not really difficult if you think about it. Yeah. I usually, when people tell me that, okay, what about suffering? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you say?
My usual response is, okay, let's for 1 minute say there is no creator.
Yes. You believe in Allah.
Yeah.
And I think your concept,
The concept.
picture of God is a judge. No.
No. Well, actually, if you take the concept, it is actually found in the Quran in chapter 112, where it says, "Say, Allah is one, eternal, absolute. Allah begets not, nor is begotten. There is none like unto the Creator, Allah."
Yeah.
So you see, whatever we can conceive of cannot be the Creator. So by definition, and it makes sense here, as you said, if you look at the natural world, whatever is in the natural world is limited.
Yes.
the universe itself is limited. Yeah? According to the scientists, it had a beginning. According to scientists, it is going to end one day. So by definition, anything limited cannot give you the full answer.
Yes.
You have to seek it somewhere else.
And the thing about the suffering?
As I said, the suffering. If you for 1 minute take God out of the picture, is there suffering? If an atheist is looking at the world, an atheist who doesn't believe in God, is there suffering in the world according to him? Yes, there is.
Yes.
How can you explain that? Because if you think about it logically, the very fact that we are limited entities automatically means that we are going to have things which we will not like.
Yes.
By definition. So for example, if I ask you, stretch your arm out. If I try and push it any further, what will happen?
It will break.
It will break.
But they say, if there was a God, he would avoid suffering. He would come down and say, stop, you can't do this.
Agreed.
But he doesn't do it.
Agreed.
They say.
Agreed.
Yeah?
That's what they say. But that is their lack of understanding. Because if you think about it, and it's very logical.
Yeah.
If you are saying, if there was a God, he would have done X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Who says he would have done X, Y, and Z?
I don't understand. I don't quite understand.
I'll repeat. If, for example, they say that, if there was a God, why does he allow suffering?
He should
interfere.
Interfere. They say
But
he
who's,
should interfere.
Exactly. But who says he should interfere?
People who think God is, if there was...
You are absolutely right. It's people who think.
Yeah.
But they are only thinking, and that is where they have a flawed reasoning. Because by definition, for you to fully understand why, if the Creator is not interfering, you have to obtain the answer from the Creator. Logical. But if you are to sit under a tree and keep saying, why is there suffering? If there was a God, why? You can do that. But you are defeating yourself because you are not seeking the answer. And logic dictates the fact that we are limited entities. It automatically means there are going to be things which we will disapprove of.
And people are waiting for a God who takes away these things.
But that is now again.
Okay.
I'll keep up for 2 minutes. You are absolutely right. God is waiting to take away the. But who has told you that?
Huh?
Who told you that's what God must be thinking, in inverted commas? How do we know this? You see, you will find it is all due to what we think based on the experience we've had with discussions with other people. But the final analysis, you will find that for us, the logic here has to be this. And it is like this. You look about 35.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's only true.
No, not at all, Anna. Not at all. I'm not trying to be nice. I'm not trying to be nice. No. The last time I had an eye test was over a year ago.
Okay.
So it might be to do with my eyes. I don't know.
But
Anna, in the final analysis, you see, there's one thing we have to think. There was a force, an unknown force or energy that started off the universe.
Okay. Yes.
Anything in the universe that is contained, by definition, is limited.
Yes.
If there is anything beyond the universe, by definition, is not limited.
Yeah, but we don't know.
So logic, exactly. Now, logic dictates that the thing that is superior and the thing that is inferior, logic dictates that the inferior cannot make the decision on what the superior is unless the superior communicates to the inferior.
Yes.
Logical, isn't it? So the first question that ought to be asked and answered is there a creator? If there is a creator, what communication, if any, has taken place between the two? Because by definition the creator is superior, and so it is only logical that the creator communicates with man, humanity, and tells humanity what everything is about. That's the Islamic position.
What's my duty on earth?
Now, for us to know that, we need to know what the Creator has told us, what our duty is on earth.
And these are different books.
They may be different, but if you look at them and study them, you will find they are all giving exactly the same message. So, for example, if we look at the Bible as an example, not only the 10 Commandments, but the first thing that Moses said in the book of Deuteronomy, in one of the books of the Bible, he said, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one." Yeah? Jesus Christ
is a prophet.
Yeah, he also said in the New Testament.
Even Jesus said he's the one.
He's one. Now you look at the Prophet Muhammad. He said also he's the one. If you take all the prophets, they all said Ahad, meaning one. So if they all said that, then we need to also address exactly what the communication was. Now what the Quran says is that it is simply all the previous prophets, whatever they brought, the Quran has collected all that information in here. And I and on a logical basis, I am very confident, and I tell anybody that if you were to read this, yes, the questions that you have asked about suffering, etc., you will find the answers to in here. Now, I don't, when I'm discussing with people, I never tell them, I'll tell you, because I'm a human being like you. I'd rather the Creator talks to you directly. Isn't that more logical?
But then you have, then the Hindus and the Buddhists are not quite right, because they don't have this...
what I would suggest is, if you read their books...
Their books?
Yeah, their books, you will find what they think and believe is not what the books are actually saying. But if you look at the books, they agree all. That's the amazing thing. But it requires study, it requires an objective mind. Unfortunately, we humans are very prejudicial.
But our religions are different. But our duty is accept every religion.
Right, you see the word...
My husband is taking a photo as well.
I'm quite handsome, so I'm all right. Yeah.
That's our duty then.
No, you see the word religion is human beings' understanding. That's the problem, is the human beings who have created these divisions. But if you look, for example, if Jesus Christ, Moses, Muhammad, Abraham, they all came with the one message, can they be different? Can the religions be different? No, they can't.
So
Logic.
You think there is a creator, if I turn to him, he helps me and he makes my life...
I didn't say that. I didn't even say I believe. I have established through evidence there is a creator.
That is
intellectually,
me as well.
exactly.
No.
But now I need to know if there is a creator, and the creator being superior to me, I need to know what the creator has sent me here for. I can't make my mind up just by thinking I'm very clever. Because I know I will end up with the wrong answer.
And you ask him every day, what do you want from me?
I don't ask, I don't need to, because the guidance in here is already available for exactly why I'm here, what I need to do. In other words, it is like this. The Mercedes-Benz, you know these very expensive ones nowadays, they come with an instruction booklet. What for? Why is the instruction book together?
For being able to conduct it.
To make sure that you drive it properly and you make the most of it. Now, isn't it logical that the Creator gives you an instruction booklet for you to drive yourself properly?
Okay.
And that is what He has done with the Quran. I hope that made it a bit clearer.
What are you going to do with the video?
Can I have a card?
We are going to make you famous.
No, I don't want. No, please.
Sister?
I'm a civil servant. I'm a civil servant, and
in Germany.
In Germany.
Are you?
I'm a teacher.
Right. Okay. Turn the video only to me. Don't show her. That's the card. We have a channel on YouTube. By all means, go. If you need to contact me or ask any questions.
But there is one thing. In Germany, people don't discuss about the Creator. Most people don't even think anymore about the Creator. They do a lot of things which are strange.
It makes you wonder why.
You mean, frankly speaking, maybe I'm too strict, but in Germany, men marry and women marry, and maybe they can adopt children, and it's a bit, for me, it's
Yes.
not the thing.
It's
I
not the
find
thing to do.
This is what
You
I
find
think
it
it's not
uncomfortable,
normal, but
yeah.
we don't say it anymore because you have to be liberal, you know.
Yes.
We have to be liberal, but it's a bit weird.
It is, but here you are now. You can go back to Germany and start the process.
What do you think about this this development? Because it's the same here.
Which development?
A man can marry a man, and
Oh, yeah.
a woman and they can
Again,
adopt children.
I agree.
You can say, I'm a man, I'm a woman, and
Yeah.
you can do everything. Yeah, but that's it.
I agree
I
with
want
you,
to be a man
but can
now,
you?
and,
But this, unfortunately, if you don't have the appropriate information in order to conduct one's life, it becomes a bit difficult to actually establish what is the right thing to do and what is the wrong thing to do.
But that's a done thing. And a done thing
I
is
agree,
you
I
get
agree, but-
divorced and you have
Yes.
a lover here, a lover there.
I agree.
And that's the done thing.
It is the done thing, but that is what happens when one starts leading their own lives by their own whims and fancies, unfortunately.
And you think it's not
Yeah.
quite right.
No, it can't be right. You see, I would suggest something to you. In this country, in the UK, the legal system, says there are 5 reasons for how you can be divorced, and one of the reasons is adultery.
Yes.
Yeah. The question is, why? Why is it a reason to have people divorced? There must be something that is happening psychologically. It can't be physically. There is something psychologically that is occurring. That is why they've used it as a reason. Now, we know that even in this country, up to 1967, homosexuality was a criminal offense. But it was made legal after. But it's all about understanding why, back to our original question, why are we here? How should we conduct our lives? If we think and accept for 1 minute there is a creator, then logic dictates that we should be looking to what the creator has said, how we should live our lives. And if we all did that, we would come to a better understanding. And these confusions that we are talking about would not be there.
But then we are accused of being not liberal.
Of
not being liberal.
I agree. Their accusation has to have an evidential basis. And you will see that usually they don't have an evidential basis.
These people say God is love and love is everything, and so we have to accept everything which is love.
You see, that is incorrect. If God was love, that's all they say. Yes?
Yeah.
Why have we created laws in which we incarcerate, in which we put people in prison, or if you are in an American state or Indonesia where they sentence you to death, or Saudi Arabia, wherever? Why have we created laws that are supposedly better than the creators? That doesn't make sense. You see, if you say God is love, you have to tell me, is that what God said? And if he did say that, what did he exactly mean? So if an enemy has come and is threatening to kill my wife or my son or my child or somebody else, am I allowed to intervene? Am I allowed to fight back?
I would intervene.
But God is love. Let him love.
Okay,
so can you see how the logic breaks down very easily? Yeah? So that's what it's about. But we, like you said, you are understanding things correctly. The only problem is you face in Germany, you are thinking to yourself, well, if I raise the voice, everybody is not going to like me. So it's better if I keep quiet. That's the problem, unfortunately.
That's a problem of most people.
It is, I agree. That is why, you have come from Germany for a holiday here? Yeah. We have traveled 250 miles.
No.
Yes, I have.
You're not from London.
No, we are not from London. We have come all the way so that we can start opening discussion, debate with people.
And where did you come from?
Blackburn, Lancashire. That's near Manchester.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have come all this way so that we can openly discuss with people. If people accuse me of not being... Sorry. Yeah, tell her, come on. 2 minutes. Yeah. If somebody accuses me of being not liberal, I would want to know from him evidentially how he has come to that conclusion. Because my concern would be about every human being. Their concern usually is about themselves. That's a generalization I'm making. Yeah, but that is what I see come across. The majority of the people will say things, but they haven't actually thought them through. Because when you ask them step by step, you will suddenly realize they haven't really made sense. But a lot of people, despite knowing that they don't make sense, prefer to live like that.
It does make sense, but if you say it's not right, then they think you are against their love. And
I agree. That's what they think. But if you think about it yourself, for them to say something like that, they would need to provide me an absolute law, an absolute rule.
there is no.
There you are. We are stuck again.
It is a law of the state now.
That's true. But you see, that has happened because not enough people are raising their voices of reason. That's the problem. And that is what we want to do. We are not against anything. I personally, sister, do not hate anybody. Yeah? But at the end of the day, I say one thing, that if you are going to make a claim, produce your evidence for it. Yeah? And if you can't, then at least be humble enough and tell me, look, I don't know, but I still want to believe what I want to believe. Then I will say, okay, good luck to you. But if you are going to say there is X, Y, and Z, yeah, oh, God is love, God is this. Well, who told you that? Did God tell you that? Well, if He did, what about the rest of the things that He is supposed to have told you? Why have you just ignored them? So,
yes, that's also in the Bible. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
So,
everyone takes out the things.
as I said, they look after themselves, they don't care about everybody else. No, that's not how it should be. If you are a good human being, then you will think about others more than yourself first. Because that is the most important thing, yeah? You know, when He said, forgive those that trespass against you as... Why is He saying that? Yeah, you see, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has taught, yeah, that if somebody does something wrong to you, the best thing to do is forgive them.
Yeah.
What better teaching can you have with human? Have you seen the wars, battles taking place in the world today? Yeah, for what reason? If you think about it, sister, one day every human being has to die. Well, if you know that, what are you doing? Yeah, but again, you see, sister, the problem is that the reasonable voices are not being heard, and they need to be heard. And that is why we struggle 250 miles and we meet you, which was an absolute pleasure. Yeah?
But I don't want to become...
No, don't worry, we won't. If you don't want it, we won't. We'll put only an audio.
Huh?
What we usually do, whatever conversations we have, we put them on YouTube, yeah? So that everybody around the world can know what discussions we are having, and then they start responding on them, and we start engaging with them on the comments, which is very good, sister, to be honest with you.
But I'm a teacher and I shouldn't do it.
Don't worry. You see, you are afraid, aren't you?
I am.
You are afraid, aren't you?
I'm afraid.
Why shouldn't you discuss in Hyde Park?
No, maybe I don't look nice.
Oh, you do. You look very nice.
I look
Don't
very
worry.
ugly.
No. You look very nice. Don't worry. Do you know what the Prophet Muhammad said about this?
Pardon?
The Prophet Muhammad.
What did he say?
You know, when he looked into the mirror,
Yeah.
he said, I thank you, Allah, the Creator, for giving me a good outward disposition. Please give me an inward disposition the same. You can't say you look ugly. It's impossible. Then I'm going to have to say that you are offending God. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with you.
Okay.
So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah? So that's what it is about, sister, to be honest with you. I mean, like I said, I'm on here. Anytime you want to ask questions or just say hello, you can just come on to me.
Can you write down
yes,
your
of course, I can write my name, and I'll just put my email address. Have you got the pen in here? You haven't got a pen? Zakaria, have you got a pen? Oh, that's excellent. I've got one, it's in my bag, I know, but I have to...
I think maybe you will be sad because I won't change my faith.
Why should I be sad?
I won't become a...
No, I would not. I would never be sad about that. Look, you see, the good thing is, sister, we are talking about it.
Yeah.
You've told me, look, I might not change. I don't want you to. All I want you to do is become a better Christian. Nothing wrong with that.
But as I said, the thing I can't really solve is this. What I said before, I want to be a liberal person, and and still I think some things are not correct, and this is.
I know what you know what you do. It's very easy to go by that. It is very easy. I'll tell you what you do. Whenever you have time, YUBRO@hotmail. That's my name. Yeah. Drop me an email, and I will explain to you how you can bypass that very easily. You will be surprised how simple it is.
Okay, I will.
Yeah. How long are you here for?
Until 8 o'clock. That's our last day.
I see. Well, have the rest of the day. Have a good one.
Yeah.
And I hope all the best for you in Germany.
And for you.
Look
Bye.
after yourself,
Bye.
okay?
And you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.